Peace Libra, how are you? Welcome to my channel if you are new here, and welcome back if you are returning. I do appreciate y'all being here today. We're gonna go ahead and jump right in. I'm gonna let you know why. I feel like I am irritated. I don't know if you can hear all the noise in the background, but there's a lot going on. And this could be the case for y'all for the rest of the month. I remember, I think it was the last reading that I did, or this could have been the one in November, I can't remember right now. That was kind of like, you know, you might be having a lot of interruptions coming up this month. And it kind of feels like that's what's happening. It could just be external from you where it's just distracting a little bit of focus. It could literally be external to you where it's like, it's out of your control. Once you've acted, it's out of your control. So it's not really about doing more work rather than letting what you've done kind of draw in what your abundance should be, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm looking at the camera weird. I'm usually used to the camera being on this side and it's on this side. And I don't want to switch it because we've already gotten this far in. What is going on with life, bro? Like, I'm drained. What's going on with Libra for December 15th through the 31st? All right, so your first card is your dreams need a practical plan. This is the full moon in Taurus. What is life? All right, and time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. A fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. With look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius on the bottom of the deck. All right, so the same way I'm kind of chuckling is I feel like is gonna be your approach for the rest of the month, just kind of like laughing at the inconveniences or the little things about like the idiosyncrasies. All right, Libra, I'm done playing with y'all. I don't know what's going on, but it's like all you can do is laugh. All you can do is laugh. So, you know, again, with how I kind of started off the reading, it's like you might be going through like little external hiccups. And so your dreams needing a practical plan is kind of like telling me that you are going to be tested in a way the rest of this month leading into the new year, to where you're going to have to be able to fall back on something that is more concrete and stable and not just maybe someone's word or an idea of something, or, you know what I mean? It's kind of like you really have to make sure that your steps, that your actions are going to be intentional to what outcome you're trying to get to, not just something that is either leverage to you or consideration of what you could be going for at this time. So a time to give rather than take could also be the way that you're interacting with people in your social circle right now. It could be that you're providing more while also pouring back into yourself more, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like the love you're giving to yourself, you're able to now give to others. Or it could be that the way that you're maintaining these friendships or relationships is different, such that you've realized what more it is that you need for yourself. So the giving that you've given is now being poured back into you, right? The source. And a fiery climax approaching, and look at the bigger picture with both fire energy there, is really interesting to me. There's something that there needs to be an objective look at, and it could connect back to this practical plan. So let's see. Let's just jump right on and let's jump in. Also, happy December, last month of 2020. It feels weird, don't it? It's like really, where did the year go? But everything seems like, I don't know. Bro, I don't know. I have no idea. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm waiting for these cards to act right. All right, so Strength, Ace of Swords, Two of Swords. Right. Time to give rather than take. Queen of Pentacles, Six of Cups, excuse me, Four of Wands. I saw that come out earlier. Fiery climax approaches with Three of Cups, Ten of Cups, the Three of Pentacles with the King of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So I'm getting a lot of love energy off top. Okay, off top, Libra. You have a lot of eyes watching you as you grow right now. You may feel it, not feel it, or could just kind of notice little things coming up where it's like, how did you know that? Or, you're a lot more tapped in than I thought you were kind of energy. Your dream's getting a practical plan with the Strength card, Ace of Swords, and the Two of Swords. What I'm getting from this, Libra, is basically you are really needing to kind of look back at yourself, what you have done in this current paradigm shift in your life. So when I think of Tauran energy, I'm thinking of quality over quantity. And even if there is a quantity, it is more so going to be full of abundant qualities, right? And so you're probably really looking at and coming to clarity on the majesty that is your mind and how things work, and your resilience and your planning ability and agility and, you know, all those good things about yourself. I say that because I think that this could have been something that was creating some form of like imposter syndrome to a degree, or some kind of doubt, worry, confusion about identity, about growth, about expansion, about allowing yourself to have changes in your thoughts or what you want and what you're going for. And it really has a lot to do with your abundance and your stability, either alone or as you build with someone else. And so I say that when you build with someone else because you have the Six of Cups here and then the Four of Wands. So this is all very, 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 very beautiful energy to me. It's really giving, again, this earth energy with it being right under the new moon in Virgo. The Queen of Pentacles could definitely be seen as an earth sign woman. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So you could be dealing with this form of individual in your outside world, or you could have some of these placements or whatever resonates. But it's basically letting me know that like you're trying to establish legacy, or you're more focused on legacy now than you have been, or the establishment of the legacy that you've began to accrue for yourself, right? And you could have a lot of conflicting thoughts about how stable this looks. It could be to the outside world, or how stable it actually is for you and said individuals in this space, or even with your comfortability here, right? And I think that like what you're really realizing the rest of this month is that to a degree, your life is really picking up to where you're able to really make these genuine connections with people, right? Again, that Tauran energy of quality over quantity. 3 may be a crowd, but hopefully these people are nurturing you. And if they aren't, of course, through due diligence and this clarity with the Ace of Swords, you're going to be making those necessary changes. But what I'm seeing is that a fiery climax approaching is bringing in happiness that you weren't probably not expecting, Libra. You probably weren't expecting to have something come in that fulfills you emotionally. Or this could be like a water sign. You do have a lot of cup energy here. This water placements are what? Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So you could be dealing with someone who has that placement, either, you know, sun, moon rising, Venus, whatever. But I think that like this company that you're keeping is really going to be able to start working with you, for you, or in the direction that you're trying to go. So it's almost like you're merging with either a partner, either with the construct idea that you've had, that you've been marinating on for a minute, and allowing that to really begin to accentuate, again, that bigger picture. Like It's accentuating like a passion. And it could be a passion that you have with someone or someone has towards you. But it's like, it's giving, you're connecting to more stable grounds this month. Again, this idea of legacy. Sagittarius had that. If it wasn't the last reading, it was probably the reading right before that one. But whatever your passions are, Libra, it is definitely going to be leading you towards victory. I see here, though, if it is with like some kind of love situation, this could be a fire sign or someone that has fire placements, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. You have Aries and Sagittarius here, and you have double Earth here, Taurus and Virgo. What I'm feeling is that you're in a full circle, kind of like encompassing way, right? Your past that you have grown from, in short, has provided you enough strength for you to be able to have clarity of discernment, right? And so as you go throughout your waking life, this discernment allows you to make decisions that make you the boss, with the Queen of Pentacles, that help you connect the dots and are helping you heal internally, so that all that you see on the outside is actually what is within those cups too. It's not just like a false image, right? Your discernment is allowing you to even engage in connections that are making you or allowing you to thrive differently, right? You could be experiencing a new form of happiness or a regeneration of happiness. One of which that, you know, could be involving family, it could be involving a partnership, or it could even be involving just this, again, this happiness that you haven't felt in a long time. That could be like a kindred experience for you, right? It's like your discernment is able to help you make these decisions day to day, right? But I think like subconsciously, you've been worried about how to make work, love, and your identity and growth all work together. But then the bigger picture here is that through this contemplation or this doubt or fear that you've allowed yourself to sit in, it's all still working out within the background. So it's not in your control. It's basically the elements of yourself that you're possessing to be able to show up in these realms here, right? So what is it that you know, or that you've been doubting or debating or going back and forth about in your head? Because that dissonance that you're having is, I wouldn't say it's working against you, Libra, but it's not really, again, it's not really in your control. In your waking world, you can have control and complete discernment. But in this emotional experience, I think that you're learning the rest of this month to let things flow and let things come to you and let it work out how it's supposed to work out. Because whoever you have currently in your energy is also on that same page. It's kind of like that look at the bigger picture is like, it's not all about you or how you're feeling, and not in a way of narcissism, but in a way of you're not alone. And I think that that is a pretty resounding lesson that I, as a Libra sun, have experienced this year, is feeling like I may be alone, but this loneliness is like not my soul. Like it's not only something that I'm feeling. Like I'm able to connect to other people that are feeling or going through very similar experiences, right? With the Six of Cups here, I'm able to connect to people who are either from my past that experienced similar things as me, or I'm connecting with people now within this abundance that I'm in that are able to understand where I've come from and what I've gone through and how this has gotten me here, right? So that's what I'm getting. It's just that your legacy is still rolling out. It's still rolling out. It's still working in your favor, but it's about appreciating the little things as you're establishing your plan to get to that next big thing. So basically, like this jump of full circle again, your dreams need a practical plan, and look at the bigger picture. What will your plan be now that you have an idea, maybe based on this reading, of the fact that there's something bigger coming from this current plight. Again, this external influence that could be penetrating your thoughts of doubt, of worry, imposter syndrome, whatever that looks like for you. How is it bringing you closer to yourself, to your happiness, to your majesty, and working together? You're probably going to be seeing that this month, the rest of the month. But yeah, I think that this is really healthy, Libra. It's just going through the transitions of life, truly. But you're well supported, and I think that you're a lot more well endowed than you probably are feeling at this time, but it'll reveal itself to you. It'll definitely reveal itself to you. So I hope that this helps, Libra. Go ahead and like, share, subscribe. Look in the description box for like other ways of connecting with me, like maybe a personal reading, or anything else that you might like. But that should all be down below in the description box. But until next month in 2021, I'll see you next time, and y'all be safe and happy holidays. All right, bye.